Kentucky Power customers can expect to see their electric bills rise. And creditors fight to see who gets paid by addiction recovery care first. I'm Robin Tillman, and this is the Mountaintop Daily. The Kentucky Public Service Commission has approved a scaled-back rate increase for customers of Kentucky Power. Under the final order, the average residential customer will see a first-year increase of nearly $11, raising the typical monthly bill to just over $194. That's an increase of about 5.8%, far less than the nearly 15% hike the company originally requested. After the first year, rates will rise another 0.75%. Regulators also ordered an independent management audit of the company after questions were raised about how and when decisions were made at the company. The PSC says the goal of the audit is to identify efficiencies that could benefit customers. A dispute between two creditors of addiction recovery care is now playing out in federal court in New York. Clear Cove Opportunities Fund filed suit February 27th against ARC, its owner Tim Robinson, and Angelica Capital Trust. The fight centers on more than $3 million in employee retention credit refunds from 2021. Clear Cove says it paid ARC more than $2.7 million in 2025 for the rights to those tax refunds, but claims ARC never turned the money over after receiving it. The lawsuit also alleges ARC later entered into a separate deal with Angelica involving the same refunds. In a separate case filed by Angelica, a judge has already ordered about $4.7 million, described as nearly all of ARC's liquid assets, to be frozen. Clear Cove is now asking the court to block any release of those funds until a judge decides which creditor has the superior claim. Both cases remain pending. Coming up after the break, Kentucky is putting the spotlight on preparing for severe weather this week. We'll tell you about it when the Mountaintop Daily continues. But first, sports and weather.
How's it going, sports fans? Cody the Professor Davis here with your Mountaintop Sports Recap, and let's just jump into it. First up, Zach's Racing Roundup is back. Go check out the column on our Facebook and our website for all the latest things happening in the racing industry. Go to mountaintop.news and click on that sports tab at the top of the page. Next, let's go to Lexington, where Malachi Moreno has been named the SEC Freshman of the Week. The big man has been a vital asset to Kentucky this season. This past week he had 9.5 points per game, and he was killer at the line. Finally, Moorhead's Laura Toffoli has been named the OVC Newcomer of the Week. She had a high 32 points last Thursday at Little Rock. So a huge shout out to her from Mountaintop Sports. That's going to do it for today, sports fans. I'm Cody the Professor Davis, and as always, thanks for watching.
When the government took Social Security away from honest Eastern Kentuckians, Attorney Ned Pillersdorf got the hearings declared unconstitutional. When the women guards were harassed at Little Sandy Jail, Ned fought back, securing a $1 million verdict at trial. And when the state tried to shut down Cordia School, Ned fought back and kept the school open. Attorney Ned Pillersdorf fights for the underdog, and he's ready to fight for you.
It's Tech Madness at Appalachian Wireless, and these deals, they're next level. We're taking $700 off select devices, or bundle your tech to get savings up to $1,100 off in tech savings. Those are some prime time savings. From phones to accessories, everything you need to stay connected is right here and ready to help you score big during our Tech Madness. But don't wait. These deals won't last forever. Head to your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us online at appalachianwireless.com to find out more. Because when it comes to wireless, we're always here to help you save big. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
You only have to think back on the last few years to realize that there is a need for Kentuckians to be prepared for severe weather. That's why the state is observing Severe Weather Awareness Week this week. I spoke with Pike County's Emergency Management Director about it. The Kentucky Weather Service is highlighting severe weather this week, with each day focusing on a different type and what you can do to stay safe.
Today is wind safety. On Tuesday the 3rd is lightning safety. On Wednesday the 4th is tornado safety. On Thursday the 5th is hail safety. On Friday the 6th is recreational safety. And then on Saturday the 7th is planning for weather.
Residents are encouraged to practice how they should react to different types of weather.
On Wednesday, there's a statewide tornado drill at 10:07. So a lot of communities, the outdoor weather sirens will sound. They encourage schools, businesses, homes, everybody to practice their tornado drill on that day. But they do want everybody to, once a year, exercise those plans at least once a year, so that when a severe weather comes, that they're able to exercise their plan. And then if you need to make changes, that's a great time.
Staying safe also means being prepared.
Check your batteries. If it's a weather radio, if it's one of the wind-up weather radios, for instance, wind it up, make sure everything's still working. If it's a weather radio that plugs into electric, unplug it, make sure that the batteries are still working, everything's still fresh on that. Hit the snooze bar on it to get the weather alert. And make sure that your bags are readily available. If you've got a to-go kit bag, that you just grab that, first aid kit, whatever it may be, to take with you. Flashlights, check the batteries on those. Make sure that everything's working properly, so that when an event like that happens, that you can react and everybody knows what their responsibility is in that role.
If you're not sure how to be prepared or what you would do to stay safe in certain weather conditions, check out ready.gov. That will do it for this edition of the Mountaintop Daily. Be sure to check us out at 6 p.m. every weekday on Mountaintop TV, the Mountaintop TV app, and the Mountaintop News Facebook page. With your Mountaintop Daily, I'm Robin Tillman for Mountaintop News.